Am I the a-hole for threatening my wife with the divorce after she quit her job to be a trad wife? I don't even know where to begin with this. Me, 34 male, and my wife, 33 female, have 2 kids together, 11 male and 9 female. Me and my wife have been together for 12 years and married for 8. Around a year ago, I noticed my wife increasingly sending me these trad wife or traditional housewife TikToks. I have nothing against that type of relationship, but I don't think it makes sense for our current family situation. I do earn quite a bit more than my wife and enough to sustain our family on my own, but I don't see the need to do so. I work 80% and my wife 50%, and besides, Wednesdays where the both of us are working, either one of us is always home for the kids. I could work 100% and let my wife be a stay-at-home mom, but again, both of my kids are attending school, and in my mind, there's no need for my wife to be at home 24/7. Sometimes you guys say that I'm reading too fast, and then a couple of days ago, I was getting comments saying, well, you're reading very slow. So honestly, at this point, you guys have me lost. So just tell me in this video, am I reading at a good speed or no? Anyways, she got increasingly pushy about it over the past 2 months, and again, I just kept on telling her that there wasn't any need for that, and if we did decide to go down that route, what would she do during the hours my kids attended school? I know damn well our house doesn't need to be cleaned for 6 hours a day. She would constantly try to butter me up with, you would have dinner ready every day when coming home from work, and something about unlimited intimacy or some BS like that. Again, in the nicest way possible, I would remind her that our kids weren't toddlers and our current work-life schedule allowed us to function perfectly fine. We got into a pretty heated argument 2 weeks ago about it, and my wife completely stopped having intimacy with me to show me what I would be missing out on. She's basically been treating me like a roommate since. I just thought she would get over it and this was just a phase, but God, I was wrong. I come home from work yesterday and saw a bunch of presents on the dining table. At first, I thought they were all for me since my birthday was in a week, but then I saw the labels on them just to my wife. I read one of the letters attached to one of the presents. The last sentence on it was literally, unquote, it was so pleasure working alongside you and I wish all the best moving forwards. I thought this was some prank. A few minutes later, my wife just casually strolled into the living room, acting like nothing was wrong. I guess she saw my mad expression and had the audacity to tell me, you'll get over it. I just lost it. I just left without saying another word and went to my parents' house. I feel absolutely disrespected. Why the F would my wife think it was okay to just quit her job without telling me and just expect me to be fine with it? My wife has been bombarding me with texts and calls demanding to know where I am and that the kids miss me. I just told her to go find a lawyer and that I was done with her and then proceeded to block her. My son just sent me a voicemail crying and asking why I was divorcing mom and why I was leaving the family, and I guess that kind of broke my heart. I haven't responded and honestly don't know what to say to him. My mother-in-law has also been demanding that I return home and apologize to my wife. My parents also seem to be siding with wives since they are traditional Muslims. My mom also used to be a stay-at-home mom. I feel like I'm wrong for immediately jumping to divorce without hearing her out. And besides, this whole job drama, love my wife too much for this to be the end of our otherwise perfect marriage. But on the other hand, I feel like I've lost complete trust in her. Should I just swallow my pride and let my wife stay at home for now on, or should I follow through on divorcing her? How should I navigate this situation? Am I the a-hole here? I don't know about you guys, but I personally think he should swallow his pride. It's not like he's going to have to work. He said himself, like, financially, if he was to work 100% of the time, that he would be okay and, like, he wouldn't have an issue with it. So as long as he's not working like crazy hours, he's not over stressing himself to get some money, if he can financially provide for the family without his wife's income easily, then he shouldn't split his family apart, because not only will his marriage end, but also the kids. Like, people don't really think about children when they're children in the picture. The kids are going to have to probably change schools because they're going to have to, like, be in different homes. They're going to have to be, like, at the mom's house this weekend, the dad's house this weekend, the dad's house on Wednesdays and Tuesdays and Fridays. Like, you know how split custody works. And his kids are still pretty young. They're only 8 and they're 11. I don't know, like, divorce is very traumatic for children, especially children that are that age, they're still like, they're not like teenagers that can comprehend things. They're not adults that can comprehend things. All they know is mommy and daddy. And he already said, like, my son is calling me and he's crying because she told him that they're getting a divorce, which she did tell her that they're getting a divorce. I mean, for the sake of his children, maybe he should just keep the family together, just for the sake of the kids. I know people are gonna say, like, she's probably a gold digger. She's like, this whole entire years they were together, they were doing split things, even though he said he was paying for the most of it. If this time, like, she wants to try that out, then maybe he should just let her. And in a couple of months, if it doesn't work out, then he could say, well, you know what, honey, I let you do this. Now, yeah, like, because families, like, you can't just do one thing. Like, everybody can't just do whatever they want. This is the family unit, and in order for a family unit to be a family unit, like, they have to, work together. Like, you already tried this, and it's not working out. Please, let's go back to our old ways. If she doesn't listen, then that's her issue, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should he swallow his pride?